Hello everyone, I welcome you all at Smarty Education. Today we will be starting first chapter of business communication, that name is English grammar and its usage. Okay, so before that please write present sir in the comment section so I can mark your attendance. So now let's begin with the chapter. First of all, let's understand what is our introduction with grammar and its usage. So whatever language you speak Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam or Kannada or Malayalam. Okay, so whatever language you speak, just like English language follows a set of rules like all other languages, whether you speak Hindi, Malayalam, Bihari, UP, Tamil, Telugu, Andhra and many more languages. If I have not spoken your language, write down in the comment section. Okay, broadly the part of grammar concerned with changes in the form of words by internal modification or by affixation is known as accidents. Okay, remember this, very important. Means with a change in the form of words by internal modification, it is known as accidents. Okay, and the manner in which words are arranged in the form of sentence is called syntax. Okay, so now let's take a basic, very important example. Now let's take an example. Look at these two men. There are two men. Okay. So one is American and one is Indian. He speaks English and he speaks Hindi. Okay. I think you all know that Americans speak English. Okay. So the point to be noted that whatever language you speak, these words are arranged and arrangement is called syntax. Whether you arrange sentences using words of English or Hindi, it will also always called syntax. Means whatever language you speak, arrangement of words is called syntax. Okay. To speak these words arranged and arrangement is called syntax. Very important from examination point of view, from the respective points of MCQ. Now, if you speak any language, you know that a single word has more than multiple uses. Okay. For example, in English, a single word can be used as noun, noun, verb and adverb. So now let's take an example. Contradiction is a noun. Okay. And if we say contradict, it can become a verb, and if we say contradictory, it can become an adjective. So basically it means that a single word can act as a noun, verb and adjective. I hope you got the point. Now, so in this chapter, first of all, our first topics are parts of speech. In parts of speech we will be studying nouns, pronouns, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, okay, preposition, conjunction and interjection. Let's discuss them one by one. Okay, so what is a noun? A noun is a naming word. It names somebody or something. For example, Rahul took the dog to park. There is Rahul and there is his dog. So whatever things are existing on this earth are called noun. Okay, so the car makes a lot of noise. Whether but Rolls-Royce doesn't make any kind of noise. Just an example. Okay, so noise will too be an noun because it's an idea. Okay, don't be confused that noise doesn't exist physically, but still it is a noun. Okay, the car is a noun, and remember that a verb can never become a noun. A lot is an object, can never become a noun. Okay, now looks following are the example that you can consider as a noun. Dog, whatever things are existing on earth, they are called nouns. Okay, place, thing, car. Okay, now let's move on to another topic. So kinds of noun. Basically, there are two kinds of noun. First is common noun, another one is proper noun. Common noun, what is a common noun? Common noun are the name given in common to all person, which are very common to all person, like bank's name, shop's name. Now, common noun has another type, its name is collective noun. So, what is collective noun? Common noun include another class known as collective noun. Okay, we get to know that a collective noun names a group of people. Animal means wherever you see a group of people, group of animals, it can be considered as collective noun, which is a type of common noun. Okay. For example, a company will be also a collective noun because it is an association of persons. University means association of students. Crowd means big gathering of people. Flock means you can consider as a group. Now let's talk about proper noun. Proper nouns means name of particular person, place or thing. For example, India, Lazen, Turbo. And the best example of proper noun is name given to a particular person. For example, Raman is name of this particular person. Now let's talk about pronouns. This is a very important topic. Most students confuse in this topic. Okay, so pronouns are placed in use of nouns. You get to know that because pronouns are those words which can be used as a replacement of noun. Okay, so pronouns may be personal and relative. The first one is personal pronoun to represent person or thing. For example, I, we, you, she, it, him, or us. Now let's take an example. For example, Rahul runs so far. Instead of Rahul is a noun, I can use pronoun as that he runs very fast. He runs very fast. Okay. Now let's talk about relative pronoun. The most common relative pronoun is whom, which it can also act as a conjunction at the same time. Okay, so conjunction is here. Okay. This is the boy who saved my life. This is the boy who saved my life. So in this thing, what does conjunction do? We will study further in the video. The conjunction, for now you can get an idea that conjunction joins two sentences. This is the boy who saves my life. There are two sentences, and the conjunction as a relative pronoun, it is acting as to join the sentences. Now let's talk about possessive pronoun. These show position like mine, our, this is mine property, don't come in mine property. There are some many examples for it. Okay. Now let's talk about adjective. A word used to describe or point. Means adjective is something which adds quality, point out a person, animal, place or thing. Means it basically specifies the thing to tell the number of quantity and quantity. For example, what kind of girl is Rani? She is a clever girl. Okay, he gave me 6 books. How many books? 6 books. So it is adding the quality. Two or more words can be joined with a hyphen. Remember, hyphen is a very important thing. Two words, whenever you are saying that two words are combining through the use of a symbol, it is known as hyphen. Hyphen is a very important from perspective point of MCQ. To form a compound, we will study further hyphen in the upcoming lectures. Don't worry about that. For example, hyphen is government finance project. Okay, key and ka. There is a middle between hyphen. Now let's talk about verb. Okay, a verb basically tells us or asserts something about a person or thing. Means whatever is happening, what has done to a person, what condition in a thing is. Okay, so verb comes from very important from MCQ point of view. Verb comes from a Latin word verbum, meaning word. It is called because it is means most important word in the sentence. Because whatever you say, you will use a verb for the process of communication. Now let's take some example what a person or thing does. For example, Rohit runs. Okay, bell rings. Okay, what is done to a person or thing? As Shinchan is bitten, you are able to see him in dance after he has got bitten by Mitzi Nohara. Okay, the door is broken. What a person or thing is. For example, what a person or thing is means what kind of person, what has happened to a person. For example, the boy is hurt, the chair is broken. Now let's talk about adverbs. Why adjective qualify? Means we get to know that adjective qualify or add meaning to the noun, but adverbs modify not only of noun but also of verbs, but also adjective, preposition, conjunction. For example, small investor find it very difficult to invest. Now in this whole sentence, if I say from small investor to invest, find the adjective. So uh, what kind of find investor, they can find difficulty to invest, and wisely is adding more meaning to it. It is called adverb. It is not very, look, adjective and adverb both are not very important topic because they are a very wide topic. In this examination, basically the question will be asked from tenses, preposition maybe, and I will tell you more questions. I will practice you more question with me. Okay. Now let's talk about preposition. Preposition by definition is placed before a noun or in its equivalent to show relationship in terms of time. Means whether it is placed before or after, it shows a relationship between time, place, etc. The space above the room houses the conference facility. Okay, so it is establishing a relationship between the space and room and conference facility. Explains the relationship between the room and the conference facility. Okay, so whenever you mistakenly use wrong preposition, it certainly changes the intended meaning. For example, you say on the table, instead of on the table, you know that the thing is inside the table, so you should say that inside the table there are my books, but you said On the table there are my books. So whenever the person go to find the book, he will not find, because you said that the book is on the table. On the table means it is kept at the surface. For example, about move, spread, over, forget. Now let's talk about conjunction. Very important topic from the examination point of view. Okay, so conjunction, I have earlier told you that conjunction joined words or even sentences convey related ideas. Two or more commonly used conjunctions are: most common conjunction are and, but we received your letter, here is a conjunction, and telegram, but regret you our inability to attend the meeting. There are conjunction using every day in our life, but they are not very important from examination. But from conjunction there can be topics in which you have to find error. For example, either for neither nor, they will say neither either, it will be wrong sentence. Okay, so either or, they are called, such conjunction are known as relative conjunction, very important from MCQ purpose. Now let's talk about interjection are words which are used in a sentence to express strong emotion or feeling. To express strong emotion or feeling. For example, whenever you start a WhatsApp message, you will start with hi, LSO, etc. Now let's talk about voice. Very important topic, and most students don't understand the topic. The voice of a verb tells us whether the subject of the sentence perform or receives the action. Perform or receive the action means whether he has given the order to perform or he is going to receive the action. For example, in active voices, what happens that through the name active we get to know that there is something activity in a sentence. For example, please place the order within 60 means whenever we are expecting activity to do, it is known as active voice. And passive voice means indirectly ordering something. For example, it is more suitable for finding legal formulation as no identifiable subject in it. For example, the first sentence is the traffic rule should be followed while driving. Okay, so this is known as passive voice. Okay, indirectly saying that you should follow the traffic rules. Okay, now let's move on. Let's talk about articles. Most students confusing this topic. So, and before that, I want to declare that I have given you a passive voice example. You have to write down in the comment what is an example of active voice. Okay. I know most of you will search on Google, but don't search on Google. Try to think of it. Okay. Means something activity is going to done. For example, I will give you one example of active voice. I go to work. Okay. So the words a or n are called articles. Okay. A or n are called the are called articles. They come before nouns. A or n is called indefinite articles, which are called indefinite articles a n. Okay, a or n, because it usually leave indefinite means there is no definite idea about the person. For example, of doctor, that is any doctor. Okay, the is called definite article, very important because it normally points out some particular person or thing. He saw the doctor means the doctor means particular doctor, meaning some particular doctor. The indefinite article uses before a single countable noun, a car, an apple, a chair. The definite article is used before singular countable nouns, plural countable nouns, and uncountable nouns. The pens means, for example, the a or n can be used before singular countable noun. Okay, the definite article means is used before single countable noun. For example, the pen, it can also be used, but there are certain limitations of the where we cannot use the. Okay. Okay, for example, indefinite article we can use a car, an apple, a chair. Now let's talk about how to use these articles. Okay, so for sounds like vowel, for sounds like vowel, for sounds like vowel, we use n. For example, an honest. So let me tell you the trick for it. Where to use n, where to use a, and where to use the. For example, he is an honest man. Okay, so you have to see this word, not man. Okay, so whenever you are asked to use an article, for example, you are asked to use a, n, or the, choose between them. So the trick is see how it is said. For example, I am pronouncing honest, honest. Pronouncing honest is honest means a sound is coming, and wherever you see a, I, E, O, U, wherever the word sounds like this, for example, in this sentence, honest sound, O means A. Honest sound is like where you use N, therefore we use N. Let's take another example. Egyptian. We are going to read it same Egyptian, therefore we use N. Okay. You have to see just this word, not any other part of sentence. Now, how to use A? For sounds of consonant. So for vowels we will use N, and for consonant use A. Let's see how to use this. Okay, so trick to learn: whenever the sentence is not sounding like A, I, E, O, U, there we have to use A. Okay, for example, dog. Dog is a loyal animal. You have to see this word. So dog means it is not sounding like vowel. Therefore we will use A. So now in this sentence, you will all thinking that eucalyptus. Okay, you will be all thinking that why didn't we use N instead of A? So the basic thing is we are reading the sentence like this. E is silent. Eucalyptus. Okay, so from U it is pronouncing as eucalyptus. U. Okay, so therefore we use A. Now the most important and last topic of our video, how to use the definite article. The, it is a very important. Where to point a specific person, we will use the. For example, the boy who came yesterday, before the holy books like the Bible, the Gita, before rivers, the Ganga, mountains, the Everest, great leaders like Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, we can even use the before temple's name, before great buildings. There are many uses of the, but you get to know that you will even have a basic idea where to use the. So that's it for today's guys. I hope you find the video helpful, and I will be conducting live classes soon through Zoom app. So join my WhatsApp group for getting the latest update about live classes. So that